Maths group, and how are you this week? Hopefully I find you well. Okay, so as a starter today, I thought before we started our proper lesson, we'd have a practice of counting backwards from 20. Now, we normally do this in school at the start of every maths lesson. Let's see how well we can do it. Today, I'm going to put the numbers on screen so that you can see them. Okay, but next time we do it, maybe we'll do them without seeing the numbers. So shall we do it together? 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How did you do? Did you manage to do them without looking at the screen, or did you need to look at the numbers to help you? So we're going to practice our counting backwards every single day this week, okay? Just to make sure that we haven't forgotten how to do it. Now, as well as that, I've got a little question here and it says, what number comes before? So you can see I've just covered up the counting that we did. We've just counted backwards, so now we're going to try and see if we can remember what we know. So have a look at this number. What number comes before this number? Okay, hopefully you're telling me that the number 13 comes before the number 14. Let's try the next one. What number comes before this one? Hopefully you're saying 17 comes before 18. Let's try the next. A bit more tricky, this one. What comes before this number? What is this number? So 20 comes before 21, doesn't it? How about this one? Okay, so this number is 13, and we know that 12 comes before 13. And finally, how about this one? What comes before this number? So this number is 16, and we know that 15 comes before it, don't we? How did you do with that? Did you do well? Hopefully you did. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, I've got some shapes on the screen. Can you remember what shape these are? We looked at shapes a few weeks ago, didn't we? What shapes on the screen? What are the red shapes? They've got 5 vertices and 5 edges. They are called a pentagon. Did you get that one right? Okay, could you count the pentagons for me? How many are there? Yes, so if you counted correctly, you will see that there were 8 pentagons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pentagons. So 8 is a single digit number. There's just one number written, just the number 8. Let's have a look at the next one and see if that's a single digit number. Oh, so this time we've got green shapes on the screen, and these are 6-sided shapes. What's the 6-sided shape called? A hexagon. We remember the X, don't we? The hexagon. Okay, could you count those for me as well, please? Okay, did you get it? So it was 15. A bit harder to count that one, isn't it? Because there's just more to count and you've got to keep going. And if you make a mistake, oh dear, it's all wrong. So as the number gets higher, counting it like that is quite tricky. And you notice that the number is bigger and it has 2 digits. So this number has 2 digits. Number 8 had 1 digit. The number 15 has 2 digits. Wonder, is there another way we could think about that to make it easier for us? Let's have a look and see. Okay, so this week we're going to be learning about something called place value. And place value is about the number of digits in a number. So our number 8 just had 1 digit in the ones column, so it was in here. But our number 15 had 2 digits, which means it had something in our tens column. This is a block of 10. And then another number in our ones column. So when our number gets bigger than 9, we have to move all our numbers over and have a 2-digit number. So we have to have a tens column and we have to have a ones column. Have a look at this. So I've got a block in here. If we count them, we can be sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have a block of 10 in here. So one group of 10 in my tens column. So I'm going to write that at the bottom here. So I'm going to say I have 1 10. I've got one group of 10. How many ones have I got in my other column? I've got 1, haven't I? So I'm going to write that here as well. So if you look at this picture, I have one group of 10s and a single 1. So when I write my number and I put these two digits together from my one group of 10s and my 1 in my 1s, my number is the number 11. So this is a really easy way for me to visualize my numbers and to think about how my numbers look. These little bricks are called deans. You may have seen them before in school. And we have deans in blocks of 10 and we have deans in singles, in ones. So we're going to have a look at our numbers and think about how we write our numbers and how we can represent our numbers using the deans, using our tens column and our ones column. So our two-digit numbers have a tens column and a ones column. So let's have a look and see what's on the next page. Okay, so here we've got the two numbers that we've looked at already. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ones gives me the one-digit number 8. Let's have a look at this one. So on this one, I've got 1 10 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So let's have a look. 1 10 and 5 ones makes the number 15. It also makes it a lot easier to count because I can say, well, I've got 1 10, so I've got 10, and I can count on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it makes it a lot easier to count than counting all those ones individually. And it makes it a lot easier to write because I can see what's in my tens column is a 1, I have 1 10, and I have 5 ones. Okay, let's move on and see if you can figure out what number I've represented here. So how many are in the tens column? How many are in the ones column? What would that number be? Okay, if you haven't finished figuring it out, pause me and come back to me when you're ready. So I'm going to switch my pen on again, and I'm going to say, in my tens column, I have one group of 10s. And in my ones column, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 1. So just to check, I've got 1 10, 7 ones, and that's going to make my number 17. 1 in the tens column and 7 in the ones column. Let's look at the next one. Have a go at this one. What do you think about this one? Okay, are you ready? So how many are in my tens column this time? It's not 1, is it? I've got 2 in my tens column. So this time we have 2 in my tens column. How many in my ones column? I've got 3 in my ones column, haven't I? Okay, so let's have a look and check we're right. 2 10s and 3 ones. So my number is 23. 2 10s is 20, 10, 20. So 23, that's how we write the number. Okay, let's look at the next one. Oh, this one's different. What's here? Okay, so how many in our tens column this time? 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 10s. How many ones have I got? I haven't got any, have I? But I can't just leave it blank. I need to have a placeholder in there. So the number that means nothing is 0. So I've got 3 10s and no 0 ones. So let's have a look and check we're right. 3 10s, 0 ones. Put them together is going to make the number 30. A 3 and a 0. So hopefully you're starting to see how we form the numbers as well. Okay, can you make the number 24 with these deans for me? What would I need? Have a think, come back to me when you're ready. Okay, so hopefully you're shouting at me well. I need to look at my tens column. So do I need to move these or these for my tens column? Which ones do I need to move, the yellow or the blue? I need to move the blue, don't I? Because the blue are the 10s. So they're my groups of 10. So is that right? Do I need to move 2 or do I need to move any more? I need to move 2, don't I? Because my tens column is telling me to have 2 blocks of 10. That's a 20, isn't it? So 2 blocks of 10 gives me 20. Oh, but it's not 20, it's 20. What do my ones say? My ones are asking me to get another 4, aren't they? So hopefully you were shouting at me, put another 4 across, Mrs. Hodges. So there we go. So now let's look. I have got 2 10s and 4 1s. That means my number is 24. Okay, let's try another one. Have a go at this one. Pause me. Come back to me when you're ready. What do you need to move to make this number down here? Okay, so what is this number? This number is 38, isn't it? So how do we make 38? How many 10s do I need? Which column is the 10s? This is my 10s column. My first column is my 10s column, isn't it? So I need 3 10s. So let's bring them across. 1, 2, and 3. And then where's my 1s? How many 1s do I need? Yes, I need 8 1s, don't I? So I need quite a lot. So let's drag these across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nearly all of them, and 8. There we go. So I have now got 3 in my 10s column and 8 in my 1s column, making the number 38. Okay? Right, so let's have a look at your activity for today. I have sent home to you today a sheet full of pictures of Deans. So you have a page full of your 10s and a page full of your 1s. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to look at the numbers on screen, and I would like you to make those numbers with the Deans. So I'd like you to cut the Deans out and stick them down and then write their number underneath. So have a look. We've got lots of different numbers on here. Can you make these numbers in Deans? There's more Deans than you'll need. So if you'd like to carry on afterwards, make your own numbers up. Make your own numbers with Deans. Okay? Just have a go, cut them out, build your numbers with Deans, and see if that helps you see where your 10s column is and where your 1s column is. Remembering, these are your 10s and these are your 1s. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.